Welcome back, guys. And I know we're back at the main menu, but I just want to show you something here. Depending on your progression through the game, the background where this heart rests, the middle gear that you see on the right side, it actually changes. I won't show every little change or detail that these have, but it's kind of an interesting little gimmick I like. It always gives you that warning, and then we'll hit continue. In the last episode, we made our way over the rooftops back and forth like 17 times before I finally figured out where to go. Spoke with a woman in a window and a kid that was also in another window. We also defeated a big cop, got his baton, and we're ready to go. Unlocked a shortcut, which is nice. I believe we want to go. Yes. I'm not even gonna. If I backtrack a little bit in this episode, that's because I honestly have really bad directional memory, so that's on me. Let's kill these guys before they kick our ass. I already took a lot of damage there, oh my god. Anyway, I got a item of interest that I really want to check out real quick. I'm not resting at the Stargazer, but we got a torn picture I need to look at. Torn doodle. It itches. Peel the skin. If sorry, peel the skin and there's blue blood. That's not a doodle, that's a message. Oh my god. Okay, well, now that we defeated the cop guy, I want to make my way back to Toma. I believe that was the character's name, the guy that was talking about Murphy. I'm vaguely familiar with who that is, but I just want to make sure. I swear, I'm not trying to get hit by that thing every freaking time. That's just my luck in this kind of game. Anywho, I believe Toma's down this way, so casually dodge that guy's explosive.
If only we could play together, Murphy. If only we could play, Murphy.
Okay, so yeah, no, he doesn't have anything new for us. Just skirt around these guys, or gals, and there's the shortcut right there. Star fragment? No, throwing stuff. I didn't know those dogs drop star fragments, so that's a good grinding spot for them. I have, like, maybe a dozen of them now, which is pretty nice. Maybe less, but either way, it's good to get those as much as we can right now. They're kind of useless for the time being, but yeah, they'll have our use. They'll have a use. So our next location we're going to is City Hall. The Weeping Woman told us to go there to pick up her baby. Yeah, so that's our next locale. We have to go there anyway, so it's not like a out-of-the-way excursion. Warning, perfect to no trespassers, everyone in the elevator, they can do not speak to them. Okay. I... Is this back to the... where I think it is? Because that's a weird place for a shortcut. We just got one, and now we're at another... Yeah, this is... Oh my god. Sorry about that. I totally forgot about that existing. Yeah, so that's kind of funny. That's kind of like a... I forget which Dark Souls it is. There's a boss you fight, like, right after a bonfire. And then after you beat the boss, there's another bonfire. So there's, like, two bonfires right next to each other. It's hilarious. I want to quickly make my way back to the station. There isn't really anything major for us here, but there's just... I have an itch that I forgot an item behind a desk. I want to make sure I collect it in case it is there. I don't think it's anything major. I just want to make sure I don't miss it. And all the enemies here will basically die to one hit. Enemies don't really scale necessarily. There's times where they do get some stuff, but I won't get there. I forgot to look up what elemental stuff does. That's on me. Hey, that's the desk we were looking for. Okay, nothing's here. I might be thinking about something later. Okay, never mind. That's on me. Well, we found it quick, so it wasn't a big deal. Plus, being early game, it would have been, if it was something there, it would have been something kind of crappy, like one of the pebbles or something like that, so not too hung up about that. I keep repeating myself again, sorry about that. Oh my god, I need to work on my commentary, man. That's a weakness of mine. I suck at commentary. And my memory's also, I'll be blunt with you, not great. But I'm working on things. I said that last episode, but we'll move. So, yeah. We're good. Inside the house on Elysian, so that was a bit of a detour, but it only took a few minutes, and I'm okay with that. I'm always worried about accidentally hitting stop recording. It happened one time before when I was doing a video for some friends, but that's like, it's like, oh god damn it, now I have to do this again, and I have to use the freaking Share Factory feature on my PS5 to put the clips together, which I had to do for this last episode I just recorded. It's a pain in the butt. I really don't like using it. I used it a lot when I was doing my Cuphead series about a year or two ago, and all I have to say is that's one of the reasons why I quit doing that Let's Play. I hated doing it. It took an hour plus to render videos. I just didn't like it. So I gave up on the platinum purely because I didn't want to wait an hour between each episode. God, guys. How did that hit or miss me? Sorry. We got some ampules, which is nice. Pop off, and that's the way we came. We're gonna go this way. Wait for that discharge to go on, and come on, you can go now. Okay. Urgent repair kit or tool, excuse me. Same thing. Tomato, tomato. I believe this is actually a boss up ahead. I want to get the information for it real quick. In fact, for the boss fight, I would suggest going back to a Stargazer and resting up all the resources you can for it. That would respawn these two, but I think I can manage taking those on without taking too much damage. So let's do that real quick, and then we'll go into the boss fight. It's a mini boss, but still a challenge. I'm 90% positive I can afford a thing with my ergo, so let's do it real quick. I could just do one level up, yeah. So the other day, or not the other day, the other episode, I noticed that I could have gotten multiple level ups. I just was looking on the wrong half of the screen. So we're gonna go with, we're sticking with Vigor. Long story short, Vigor. So that's good, feels good, we're ready to go. depending on the build you make, Vigor might not be the most useful stat, but if I'm going Technician, I need a lot of stamina with my playstyle, so... Can I sneak around these two? Awesome. Okay, on to the boss fight, I think. Or... Yeah, so remember this thing for later, Purge Puppets? Yeah.
You got a lot to answer for! You know what caused the puppet frenzy, don't you? You're their maker, practically their father! You and the alchemist scheming together. Tell me the truth! What's your problem? I'm here for the old man, get lost. Wait, I know you. Or more like, I know what you are. You're the devil's puppet. You can't sneak past me. Die!
Mad Donkey is a humanoid enemy, not puppet, not other thing I won't mention. We don't have the elemental-based attack that can be most effective against humans right now, so I won't get into it, but yeah, they're fast and aggressive. Basically, you just want to dodge their attacks as much as you can and go in for some good damage. There's a boss I'm gonna lose to, it's this guy. I suck at human fights. Especially with a weapon I'm not really super familiar with. Oh, he's electrocuted, nice. Oh, and he got staggered. Boy, that's fantastic. Going for another heavy attack? Okay. You kind of did that to yourself. You rolled into my attack.
I'll kill you both and string you up on the bridge. I demanded the truth. Now I feel bad for my comrade.
Finally, we meet, son. It's a dream come true. Seeing you like this. I understand why some people despise me. I invented the puppets after all. I should take responsibility as their maker. But in order for me to do that, I need to take care of the puppets at City Hall. Won't you help me, son? Take this. You'll find it most useful.
So we got a new outfit, a new mask, a key, and something else I didn't have time to read. Shit.
I want to hear all about your experiences. But now isn't a good time. Use the Stalker's key to open the bridge door. Then, get rid of the frenzied puppets that have seized City Hall. We'll catch up at Hotel Krat when you're done. I want to hear... Use the... We'll catch up.
Okay. So let's check out the new outfit. For beating Mad Donkey, you unlock the Mad Donkey's hunting apparel. I'm going to be definitely equipping this. I like this outfit a lot. It looks really slick, and I think it's fair enough to wear this since the DLC ones are not... Everyone's not going to have these. I think this was a free update. This was a DLC one. I do prefer this color, but for the time being, I'll wear the one that kind of reminds me of Luke Skywalker. And then we also unlocked his mask, which is this abomination. I'll be real with you, I don't really care for this mask. I prefer this one, hands down, way better. And you know what? I'm going to be wearing this for a little bit. I kind of want to switch things up, so I'm switching it up with my favorite item. We have enough for a level up now. Nice. Did we get... No, we did not. Okay. I wasn't going to say what I wanted to say, but... Yeah. Okay. We're good to move on. So before we go on, I want to head back this way because I want to make sure I got all the items. There's some cool stuff we might have missed. How long? Not that bad. Okay. Yeah, Mad Donkey is another one of those bosses I would say is kind of a skill check. If you're not able to beat him, then you might be having a bad time. I got a cheap shot on him. You know what? We do have enough for a level up, so I definitely want to rest up at, excuse me. Rest up at the Stargazer. I know I kind of dodged around. That's uncalled for. Look, I just defeated a boss on my first shot again, so, like, you can relax for a minute, my brother. I think I got everything here. I don't need to explore. This is all stuff that we can get down the road anyway, so it's not... We're not too, worried about that. I would level up off screen, but I think it's fun talking with you guys about what my choice is for my level
So
up.
about that weapon assembly tool you were talking about. If you find any more weapons, let's try using them here.
Weapon assembly. Assemble weapons through Eugenie at the hotel or at Stargazers in different areas. Separate your weapons into blade and handle and assemble them into new weapons to match your character's battle style. A weapon's features are decided by the handle and blade combo. So, this is a pretty interesting mechanic. I really like this one a lot, so I'm glad we're doing this now. As a starter, I'm gonna... Let's see... Let's start with the Puppet Saber Blade, because that's the most simple weapon we have. So, our first Fable Art with this combination is Storm Slash. There is no second option right now, as we don't have a handle. The handle will give it its own unique combination of Fable Arts, based on the blade and the handle's arts, respectively. It also determines what attributes the weapon scales in. So, say if I was going to use the coil stick handle, it wouldn't give us our electricity or anything like that, but it would give us higher advanced damage as well as rush smash. Not the best combination. That being said, we have the police baton, which gives us strike chance, which increases the strike of our next attack we use, and higher motivity. We also have concentrate, which increases our damage, but that's the one that it comes with. So for the sake of this combination, I'm going to go with these two. I think these two are a really fun combination. Puppet's Blade and Police Baton, do you wish to assemble these? Yes. So as you can see, it kind of destroyed the other two weapon parts. Not really. The other weapon parts are right here. So we could combine the Police Baton and the Saber Handle to make its own unique weapon in that aspect. It's a really cool mechanic. I like it a lot. It's just not something I'm really going to be using too much, as I'm going to well, get into it a little bit later, but overall, it's a really cool mechanic. I like it. It's very unique, in my opinion. So, I don't have enough for 2 level ups, so I'm not going to spend any ergo. I'm going to go with Vigor once more. So, our new weapon is the Puppet Saber Blade with Police Baton handle. Also, the handles tend to, they tend to affect what the playstyle of the weapon that they make are. So these ones are a bit, this one's a bit on the heavy side. So just keep that in mind. But I have I have a slightly higher motivity, I believe. I can check real quick. No, my technique's a little bit higher. Doesn't matter. They're both almost the same number. So yeah, pretty cool mechanic. I'm glad we... Sorry. Sorry. I'm glad we got into it finally. Let's head on forward. Next Stargazer. Next Stargazer is the end of the video for sure. Let's test out our new weapon, actually. Maybe not. We'll test it out on enemies ahead. I'm not gonna worry about fighting 2 of those guys with an untested weapon. Okay, so Geppetto's gone. I believe he goes back to the hotel, but I could be mistaken. Hidden Moonstone. Nice. I'm gonna say that every time. I don't think you get that key unless if you beat Mad Donkey. Mad Donkey is a required mini-boss. City Hall. And a Stargazer. So with that, we defeated a boss and finished up the, for the time being, the quarantine zone, as I'm going to call it. In the next episode, we'll be exploring this new area and seeing what secrets hide around the corner. I can't say anything crazy like that. I'll see you guys then.